How to activate your feminine energy instantly. Hi, my name is Angie. I'm here to help you elevate your lifestyle, become the best version of yourself. I can't wait to share these tips with you. And don't get me wrong, I am not there yet. I'm still practicing these tips myself because I have been dragged out of my feminine energy too much lately. But these things are tried and tested, and whenever my balance just gets shaken, this is what brings me back to my femininity. If you're not following me on Instagram and on TikTok, you're missing out on my big announcement. Yes, I launched a podcast called The Elegant Lady Podcast. Yes, you heard this right. It's available on Spotify, also on Apple Podcasts. Make sure to go and follow it. Already the first episode is out, and probably by the time you see this video, my second episode will be airing. So I am so thrilled to be talking to you more about the Elegant Lady. What does the Elegant Lady think? What does the Elegant Lady do? And more. So follow me there and hear more from me on that topic. Let's get started. Let's do a quick test before we dive into what to do to get your feminine energy or not. How are you sitting? Are you sitting like me right now, hunching your shoulders, leaning forward, and you're completely in the ready to attack kind of mode? Body language tells us a lot, but also it affects what's happening inside. So as the beginning, once you notice yourself in this position, realize that you are not in your feminine energy. Another way to tell if you're in feminine energy or not is by noticing. Are you stressed? Are you running around yourself to do everything but can't do most of the things? This is usually the masculine energy. And actually men thrive in that energy without being stressed. You see, whenever you're out of your energy realm, this is what happens to you. You feel strangled. You feel that everything is fighting against you. And that's exactly why, if you feel that way, then you are in deep need to be back in your feminine. As a very first exercise, and that was an exercise my therapist told me because I was complaining about the amount of stress I have in my life. He said, put both feet on the ground, Angie. Put them on the ground completely with shoes or with anything. Put both hands on both legs. Lean your back on the chair you're on. Even if you're watching something, watch it in that body language. Don't watch it hunched up. Don't watch it stretched. Relax the muscles you have here. All of these spots are tension spots, are masculine spots. Men usually have stronger muscles in the upper body and women have it in the lower body for a reason, because that's how we handle things. We easily handle stress that happens within the pelvis area. They easily handle stress that happens on top of their shoulders. So relax your shoulders. That's the first step towards your femininity. And that will be my first tip. Whenever you catch yourself sitting in a position of readiness, steadiness, pause and take a step back and lean down. I made a video not long ago about how to activate your femme fatale. And let me tell you something. If you watched that video and tried to implement things in it and you felt that it didn't work out for you, that's because you cannot be a femme fatale if your feminine energy is wounded. So you need to focus on that. And I have to thank my coach who I was taking classes with. She really made me realize how much I am not in my feminine. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to share with you these tips that worked with me. Maybe it will work with you and also grab your attention to such a subject. The next tip that I have for you to activate your feminine energy. From now, from watching this video until the end of day, anything you're doing, do it slower. So you leaned back, but now do it slower. If you're going to brush your hair, do it slower. Don't just go like this, tie your hair quickly and just run. No, do it slower. Do it slower. Once you start slowing down, your brain is back in place. Slow down, that's completely feminine. The feminine energy is delicate and soft, and that doesn't mean it's any less smart. We approach things differently than men. Usually we are the character that balances the emotions. When we're out of emotions, that's completely chaos to us, and that's completely stressful for us. The third thing that will get you and your feminine energy activated immediately is learning how to receive. You see, the masculine energy is always giving and pushing. The feminine energy is always relaxed and always leaned back. How can you be that leaned back? Let's start with how you receive a compliment from someone. If someone told you, your partner, someone at work told you, "Oh, I love your hair today. It looks really nice." What do you say? And how do you act? Do you immediately touch your hair and say, thank you, really? That's how you think? I did this and this, and start clarifying what you did to look that way. Instead, I want you to practice saying thank you and receive the compliment. We learn to be shy because we have this low self-esteem. And I think most millennials will agree on this. We grew in families that thought that by pressuring us to be better, they were making us better. But that wounded something in us. Receiving compliments and gratitude from others makes us feel they want something from us or that we did something extra. While in fact, as ladies, we have to receive and accept the compliments, and that will immediately put you in your feminine energy. When someone tells you a compliment today, thank them. Say, thank you, I appreciate it. Or compliment them back. That's also a form of receival if you feel a little shy to just say thank you or pretentious. By doing these things, you will start to feel more feminine. Another very important thing, and let me be clear here, I'm not there. I'm an angry person and my emotions are not intact at all. My husband can testify for that. But let me tell you one thing. Don't let someone get under your skin. Do your best to control your emotions from showing outwards. What do I mean by that? I'm not telling you shove all your emotions in. That's not healthy, but try to deal with them better. When you have a strong emotion, exit a conversation. Don't engage in it. Exit the conversation and go put that energy in something else. Take a bath, paint, go for a run, go to the gym. Just do something, but don't engage in emotional tantrums. Emotional tantrums are things that usually very, very masculine. I know that might sound very hocusy-pocusy to you. Okay, energy, how do you mean? Angry is being angry, regardless I'm a man or a woman, of course. However, the way we treat anger is different. Women usually in their feminine, they take something very calmly, process it. You can process it by getting that anger out in a way where you're crying or in a way that you're sad. Usually that's how you take out your anger. Men smash things. That has always been the case. Men are always ready and steady to do something. Women are not. And I don't mean that. I know whatever you identify with, whether being a male or a female, I think activating the energy is essential to mimic that. If you identify as a woman, that's the thing. You have to activate your feminine energy. And this is the way you do it. You kind of look, I always like to dissect things to cavemen, you know. How did they react? How did the woman react versus how the man reacted? When a woman saw a lion, how did she react? And a man, how did he react? And from there, you can grasp the soul of the energy, the feminine and the masculine. And that's how you can act accordingly. So the feminine leans back. The feminine is delicate. The feminine withdraws herself from things that would engage her into attack mode. You don't attack. That's not in your nature if you want to activate your feminine energy. I want to say a disclaimer here. I'm not telling you what's right or wrong, but I'm telling you simply, being out of the feminine, really something affected me in a bad manner, and I don't want it to affect you either. That's why I'm giving the word out and giving those tips to help you. However, with a pinch of salt, if this is not something that you resonate with, I am more than happy to support you in whatever you resonate with, if that makes sense. More to the tips. Again, as I said, attacking. Your feminine energy is always wounded when you take a very strong, proactive action. We are not impulsive. Women are not impulsive. That's why we internalize things. We make art. We're not impulsive. We do things in our feminine in a very harmonious way, not in boom, 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 dum, 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 I'm done to do da, 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 da. No. So it starts with your to-do list as well. Approach your to-do list differently, and that automatically is engaging in your feminine. Try between your tasks. First of all, reduce your tasks. Focus on 3. Only do those 3 and don't wound yourself. Focus on those 3. Do them well, do them slowly, and don't shove everything in your to-do list. You're not the Flash doing everything fast. That's just unrealistic, and it puts you in this loop of stress that takes you out of femininity. Stay in your feminine, reduce your tasks, monotask, stop multitasking. Our culture today is pushing us to multitask, but honestly, that's draining your femininity so much, because multitasking, I haven't met someone that is good at it. And if you multitask too many tasks, usually you fall sick. We definitely have the ability to multitask, don't get me wrong. A mother will be holding her child, cooking a meal, and talking on the phone. That's multitasking. But that's not the multitasking I mean. Multitasking I mean is having 2 open tasks at once that are heavily important to you, have a significant importance. For example, I cannot be filming this video while in fact looking at something to buy for groceries. It's just unrealistic, because some tasks, they're better done when you monotask them, when you focus on them, give them your all, dedicate hours to them. And that actually will help you be in your own feminine energy. That's all for today's video. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comment section down below which of these tips work with you. If you have any more tips for the ladies over here, can't wait to have your feedback on my podcast. I am doing this because I want to engage with you the most. And please stay tuned for more videos from my side. I'll see you around. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.